Ah. Rausim sampla all bla ting ting blo before. Yumi kisim attitude na pasin blo eagle. Eagle no sadai, no kan Paul. Time em lose na you say look him lapun eagle and fly, all of a sudden you know look him. No kan ting him die. Em sabe go na height lo hapem sa stab lo em. Isam sabe go nem. Long bla big blem by pecking more all bla feathers blong em na rausim. And then let him grow on and by flying and come back. Na eating him young bla eagle. No god lapun. So sometime along our process, you must learn him. Lo, rouse him some black kind attitude na mentality blame me. Based on experience, what is good for me? What will bring me and my community and the whole region of Bougainville to that place? Mindset blame me must change now. Our approach, you must change him. Let him go. You may look him heavy blong and finish. Let him bomb go. I must not dingilo buka pasis only para finish. So this is what we're talking about. If we're talking about the Melanesian approach, we are Melanesian. But what makes us not is our attitude and our mentality. So me, no talk, me no debate, but me encourage him, you me too. All right? We are a minority. And only hand in hand we can do that. So suppose you mistreat him, me worry more because Panguna mind pitya, that is the center of the global politics, the economy, na oga da tok. When time bari so lalo Panguna batok, mi papa ground blame, ILG blue, title blue. When? Ibi para. You papa ground yan, how na ulog him license ken lo BCL. You batok me. Me ba mi cross. I'm not happy. Because I believe if the land is given back to the people of Bougainville, then we can use that and work with the government and the landowners so that we can create bonds. That is a possibility. I just said this morning on our conference call with them, US, Germany, that what is the way forward for this session? And they told me it's bonding. I said, what the hell is bonding? So in a split of an hour, I just mastered something. I don't know how it's going to work, but anywhere else in the world, they have used that. From a zero economy, unlike Bougainville, we're sitting on 50 million, East New Britain is on 60 million. How do you get up to 100 million economy? How? If we have that, then we can talk about autonomy, independence, organization, something. But it comes from the people. Giraon, you don't come up independent, Giraon, you don't come up autonomous, No, God, it's the people that live on the land who were put there by God and given the command, multiply, occupy the land, multiply, and domain over the animals. This is you sitting in this room. What are you going to do about for Bougainville tomorrow? Where do you and me start holding hands? Instead of saying, Wakunaya, minosar, mi magitin pucha. That's the breaker. All right? So, I think land is very important. It must be taken into consideration. Give the people all ILG blongol, title blongol, NID all in idim, they must be given those. So that tayo Mr. Tim Tamblo, now, Minister of Police, so sad ka now, come to, okay, now link him now, the data. Today, some time, because we are not equipped with knowledge, and we are not projectory in our vision, that's why you must have a Bilibim Gyaman. You must be the person that always asks, how come? So you heard one story, how come? Because I said, well, how come? Keep on asking the question, how come? Then you will find the answer and stop laughing. If you're not well equipped with the mentality and attitude that you need to walk through this process, as Bougainvilleans, then it will be blind leading the blind. So, respond to me. Meeting us and get on him important. You must consider him so that let him all people of Bougainville only own him all giram long now. Give him back long. You may got all big plantation where state and we got all talk state, he own him, all this. Let's come up with a Melanesian solution and give it back to the people. But perpetually, in the long run, we will assist you to achieve that. No man is an island. President Brimi Tok finish. You can never be an island, and there will never be an island. Because we all need each other. Let me walk about. So, based on this Tok, Honorable na Dr. Pukatemu, mission up ang tablo, protecting rights belong Bougainvilleans, na gimol isla ILG, gimol land title belong lari mo make him some decision. Put them in a situation where they can come out of it themselves. We appreciate your offer to work us for that longer period. But empowerment must be the key to this journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Long. Good pala tok. Good pala reminder. Emi tok long around. That's a very important point. We can give him, Parliament, he can write him. No. If Parliament says yes to independence for Bougainville, bayi pala struggle ya. Suppose ground, all issue long ground. Now me save, me arim now also. Even Panguna mine itself is still customary land. I don't know how one kind of arrangement government been go inside long and want MBCL. Allow MBCL law. Go. Now we boklo harim ken also MBCL ila go bekan, ila extatim ken. Kasi exploration lessons. Me say him head below me. Me say him head below me because me say also I got problem yet. Na melo yupala ken la BCL. Me talk also because me sabe. So the landowner should have sorted out the ownership issue. Ino longolo ILG. I have to caution every one of you against ILG. All banks, all investors, they will not have any confidence in ILG registration. No, even our banks in Papua New Guinea, they will never have confidence in ILGs. But if the landowners register themselves as some kind of association, then the banks, the investors will take note of that and they will engage with the landowners in business. Now mining, yeah? Now you are giving away. Me look him now. Now me give him information, yeah, Mr. Ligur. I think that's wrong. I think you were not careful enough in your renegotiations with BCL to come back. I think that was a mistake. I can say it with confidence. But I don't know how you're going to undo that. It's going to be very difficult. BCL will continue to give you chicken feed. I'm not trying to instill fear in you, no, I'm just saying. I don't know how you're going to undo that. It's not going to help you in the long run if, Papua New Guinea will grant you independence but continue with a perpetual relationship, Melanesian relationship. It will be to no avail. Maybe all people like that, all Bougainvilleans, all landowners, they won't have much say. Unless maybe the BCL agreement is negotiated so that it's different than before. Where maybe you can, or landowners only can give him a higher percentage of return. Long sila pangkuna mine. I don't know, maybe seek some better advice on land ownership. Sorry, I'm not trying to instill fear among you, no, but thinking long. Yeah.
Process block government of Papua New Guinea. ILG, no proof of ownership of the land. All right, it's only a recognition by the government that look sabe lo a landowner group only occupy that particular portion of the customary land. until almost apply process blow you apply lo ILG pasem so mi bla lawyer nanyual mi bla benim nisla right and then tayo kisi ILG blow now gamang give me look sabe okay you now process you go through the process block kisi VCLR blue right voluntary customary land registration this la now bol give title block around now so that's the system where it's commonly used lo Papua New Guinea but Bougainville or some doctor you talk is there any other way that we can avoid ILG? Now go straight. So I'm talk la association now. So me one bell want to talk blame. Not because I'm lawyer. No God. Me try and finish law. Matala ILG lo New Ireland. So it's a tahima Lennon association. Only join him committee all got a clan now come and I need law association. And then we plus sign the agreement down. So, as Dr. Alan Maratem talked, the investors in America said yes. So, I'm a testimony of your statement that Emmy work. So, you may not need to go through law, this law bullshit sketch map about something, spend so much money just to get a proof of paper that says that you're the owner of the land. So, if we can change that, works better for Bougainville, works better for everyone. Because then process now, you apply the ILG, you see my ILG. So how much money you must spend him. Then you go to VCLR. Pocket blue must brook 5 per time or 10 per time. Now by exim title blue. And then only give you ILG certificate, only give you land title, and then only give him portion number of the land. Now you prove him you papa ground true. But you send up the time you see the paper and you go back. How much years you been come? No time you see my ILG. Planty all clan in Charles Louis Nubrutan 20-25 years, no look at the ILG yet. So is there a better way that we can quickly protect the land that is owned by the Bougainvilleans? Something you may need, look, Karim go back, na talk now. Because lands department lo must be, lo buka. We can talk you block out, land block, copy na paste. It's never based on some sort of reality. Because people are working lawyer, so you also we can do it. But what is the quicker, faster process? Because 2027 now, we must make a decision. So how can we quickly address it? You got 2 years, you know me. So I'm all challenges, all right? And big picture, you can talk remember. And you need to fix him over the legal something so that on top by your right. Bottom up approach. So thank you. I'm responding me.
Thank you. Antablo Islam, you may go along like we know we like discussion, but since you come close to lab, no, I mean like me can talk like ma. Some law point of view, blow me or some law like up, walk find him out, law engineering side, particularly mining engineering now, second like up, all study. Suppose you can put him time frame, okay. I'm all something where you can give me time frame, lo talk sabe long you me. By one kind time Bougainville need him, long start him sampla for key pillar that will enable Bougainville to really function. Number one, something meeting also law and order, no stop it. We have police presence, but there is really no police presence like throughout the whole entire place. All money. We can talk law and order, no karamang pimpelas yet. I'm number one. Policy staff, but policy staff does all make law and order long country. So you need to start him na, you need long give him confidence long all Bougainville is step aside. Look come back lo Bougainville, or simple as he is safe. You know that village court your own good law pelas too. So number one, you mean no got presence law and order where me karama pimol gata hapster. Important something. So time me look sila too. Me talk lo independence too. You me scale mo kind something also. Number one. Number two. Me looking also. Land reform policy for Bougainville. I mean, no sabi land neck bloli Ron also na. But me look also run easy too much. Because if Bougainville has to gain independence, you need lo sorting out all issues lo land ownership lo. Particularly when you're talking about resource areas, resources, no land where resources sit on top long. How do you resolve those? Number three, important meeting is may plan ng effective court system. Me at me looking mo some all village court ikam one tap community one may belong establishment belong local level government ikam mo some boss mo court lo village court ikam tap. All is like kamong goal gata lo district court. O kan something sa migat planti all issues we. All money no bianim na resolve lo court. So number one, full presence for law and order. And one something. How long do we take to make police presence? Bougainville. How long is it going to take realistically? Number two, by me move one time line act me speed also one because we want this time and then investors are coming in. We don't want people fighting over land because once only fight log around. When court ba yung long time you know at court too. Now man we because him heavy time fight come up. How ba yung simula ka mo side long piles we. You know at police too long. I'm all kind of look also. So I'm bringing me come long one blating thing also. One capital city now belong Bougainville. Auslo milara taon na surich yung long kam gon sa lol gata. Ino kat wara. Ino kat surich. There are no roads. So mi usem engineer mi lugo usem hatro ya. Mi bin stop lo development lo Kokopo city mi bin town engineer lo ya lo sampai kain good blood time where GRA to work and missed up. Mi pula working 4 lane, mi pula working kinabot, mi pula working slam, take him long pula time liklik to and I need lo GRA. So lo liklik all time frame also di sila to. Why? More realistic time frame also. Technical time frame I sabi take him long. You long establish mo kind something. Mi lugo mo some disaster we come side lo natural disaster or liklik. How mi bin looking time town engineer long. Kokopo na mi pula building Kokopo. Town ni come up city now ya. People go about liklik ya. Pula building kinaboti come all the way mi pula putting water. All kinds something also. Because big pla work. So mi look ko lo arawan now na mi looking. Mi go down na mi looking. Nogat mo surich. Nogat mo road. Olo house. So sikat building body kam sinon longa pati mol kondom mi mol gata house na. Wanam kain house no ba istana sana plo arawatan. Bosol gata house e labor si time lol pinsa. Olo electrical wire we stop in long olo house e. Mi tu mi stop lo building board long. Written building board, me building board member too. So time me looking mo how me pala building board operate long yan. Nami looking mo me pala ko long arawa. Oh, namol ko ta house eh. No gat na eh. No, so me like bring ting below me come long. Reality. If reality has to set in, what kind of time frame are we looking at? This pala now, I'm by bossing mo about how ba you mas. Independence and independence. Ratification and ratification. But if you move there from there on, you need to establish. So long, look long engineering, we look mo sim hat plawok ya. Hat plawok too much. I think we take him long time through ya. So kind something awesome. Something long Bougainville Kokopo too, we look BCL ready open. But one big issue. This like issue belong. They call it best mining practice. BCL was formally operated at a time when the whole globe had not mobilized to saving planet. You didn't have stringent environmental laws at that time. Lord is time BCL can dump in waste like belong. Busimo lo het long yet. You know what? Mine and environmental act blow become behind. Sepa come now to sole. So Lord is time man only BCL take advantage through it. So li tromo natin ang waste long ulo hap. Na mi talking man, ibla talking about BCL coming back. Well, fair enough, but It's a low-grade deposit. Very low grade, we need to say that. So you like processing, you have to have high production because the grade is very low. Although copper is picking up in the world market, you can have the commodity that you want, but it will come at a cost, and the cost is the waste. The waste is going to be huge. So waste going to be dumped too, because you already have an overstressed environment that cannot take any more waste. So where does that waste go to? So when you talk about best mining practice, it becomes a constraint, and it becomes a cost that now the new mining model has to consider, that it did not consider in the past. Because BCL had the opportunity to indiscriminately just dump waste anywhere it wanted to throw, anywhere it wanted to dump the waste. This time around, it comes with a cost, and it is the cost to manage the waste. So it becomes an issue of best mining practice, and are you really able to make money there? It's going to be an expense that me talk a big expense too. I was just reading some legacy reports coming out of the extent of the environmental damage in terms of how it has affected the environment, and the results are overwhelming. Already from the start, you already have an issue of an extensive environmental impact, by which I do not know how can you establish another big operation on that environmental, on that kind of stressed environment that basically cannot take any more waste in. So unless some money got some away, but so I'm basically trying to come back to those technical issues around time frame. Politics is politics, but tayo may talk long implementation. And when you're talking about those in the profession of implementing these things, like engineers, you really have to appreciate time. It takes time. It takes time to build bridges. It takes time to do whatever. It takes time to establish a town. It takes time to build a city. It takes time to build a capital. And it takes time to build those necessary infrastructure that would, ang baholi muna, you can talk sa you're adequate. Sana miyok long, tram tromol sila kan, ting ta solo yung mila, so yung looking time frame na, you start lulu ka. Okay. And then yung miyok lo tok long olo, lenonob long panguna ta solo, yung miyok tok long put my access road. We have never heard of put my access road, but Kokopo concentrate has to come down the pipeline, and there's a road that accesses you on top. They are along that one as well. Kano sila ya mi kopas lo samla lilikok lang lenon swante wild dog na. Mi togol manusem. It's all about wasted time lolo. Drill and tablo. Because I told them, so you mine and tablo have whereby current waste come down long wara. You are going to have to get the consent of those that you'll be discharging to. All of us talk right long you ya. One kind long panguno to, imi mo tok lolo pite, na imi tok lolo turango long Japan na. Lolo line long tailings, Port Mine Access Road, lolo ho off. We seem not to be talking about this land owners na kind of. But what I was trying to basically get at is appreciating the time frame, thereafter the ratification, or depending on the outcome, how long it would take. So those things are things that we have to consider and appreciate. And those things, and those issues are issues on which we build those relationships with understanding that takes time to establish this and that. It will have to take this and that and that and that to make this happen. Some kind of time frame mo sa yung lugar. How long by taking you about one time? How soon should it start? Depending on the outcome about so all kind of like ting tasol migim. You know what water supply or what? You will have, you must get think. mouthpiece. Thank you.
Good pala tok. Sir, all good pala tok pala yo. And you are right. Time you raise small point, yeah. Those are the restraining issues. Only restraining ting belum mi pala all members of parliament lo mi pala no kan lari mi pala tasoligo. That will hold your hands in a relationship of perpetuity. Some sepukai talk. And why you may go until, I don't know, one time. Until Christ comes.
Sorry, me like talk again. Can we Bougainvillians in East New Britain give a good answer back to the question that they asked? For myself, me credit them all. What's the clan that came in? Yeah, Matangan. They were straight and sharp to the questions. You mean more story go companies, yeah? So the SEPCA gave us the perpetual what? Covenant, yeah? Okay, you mean answer your question yeah now. Let's don't waste time na put him story. Triple question sole. Suppose on all sinan lobo. Which one do we want the people in Eastern Britain here? You mean like bololim you mean na we get independence because of those little stories you mean can they keep on holding on to us? Or you mean like by me you mean okay independence? Can we give some good answers to them so they take it with them? Please, you talk. My sister, what do you think? Can we give an answer? Can we give an answer to them?
The answer is very, very clear. After all consultations in the morning, mi plau ko jimi ko dahari mi kam, now again mi arim plenty of good blood talk. It's conclusion no mi plau lo is new Britain no samba mi talk. So only one bell no them stable side blow. But yes, we will accept. All right. How long? Hand in hand. So that you feel that you are not letting us go. But I will give you independence come the time, 2 years' time, but let's walk hand in hand and slowly outface my inputs into your destiny. And then one time, maybe it will take forever, but the thing is, you want one thing, it's given. But you accept in return that walk me and guide me. You and I must accept that we are 20 years behind development. Look like Bluminator, yes. You must accept it. That's a fact. How can we reach or how can bayim tu belaharap nakamapo sa more? Holy hand, Melanesian brothers. Walk it. My brother Max said, we won't take two. Question 2. We have to accept it. He's already replied. Yes. But still, hand in hand. But the voting system, MTASOL, is there anything that we can do to change that? That is decided upon only the 2 speakers, or that's national mandate now that we cannot change. But we hope that we've given you good feedback. And I think you understand where we fairly stand, all right? We think that that's the way forward. Give us independence, but walk us hand in hand. I think when you say, Bougainville, I now give you independence, it will raise so many spirits, not in just our region, but nationwide. That every citizen of this country will now feel that even though my country is giving independence to Bougainville, I am still part and parcel of it because of the Melanesian values that we have. And we have seen enough. We have experienced enough. I'm not talking about the crisis, but how we are intellectually connected. whether it's by marriage or in any other way or forms that you may think of. So for today's session, I think we are clear on that. All we want is, yes, give us independence, but a very good recommendation, walk with us hand in hand. If you say no, you will still have to walk with us hand in hand. But we cannot accept going back to the Bougainville Peace Agreement and trying to fix something that the scientists didn't fix at day one and take us here. No. I think that's a very good conclusion of what we all think it is. People are looking at me confused. You mean one bello something me conclude him now? Am I right or sema? Give me independence, but what about wanting me? Ah. Suppose you not give him, you must walk about wanting me yet. No development and me go forward. With those remarks, meeting or some national government can give us. They can just say yes. But provided you and me, hold him hand on them, now you may go. We have experience, but we will also be teaching them a lot of tricks. First blah, diesel will walk him low. Lo you me lo Bougainville. Na hamas blah liberal kawas kam no go teach him all sipik na all medeng na morope how lo walk him diesel out of coconut oil. No got yet. When I'm time by him. And those are the reasons and the values that we should be looking at. You know, Larry Mina, me walk about me, they go, no, God, you only harm me. The emotional part of it is, Chief MC now long happen, married long kiataya. Now, if we don't do it this way that you may conclude him, he will never see Bougainville. His children will never see Bougainville. Because I'm sanaplo, tete and I'm toto want them for it. But me like I saw him, you papa. We will never hurt you back at home. But if only you can carry these little values, that there is no need for you to fear coming back home. You are part and parcel of us. So me are cry in the morning, but we can assure you that through these frameworks, I'm right. So one time this panel, thank you, Strat. Maybe me mark him or family, me blessing up one time lo avenun. Me talk thank you lo yupla. I know it's stressing. I can already see it in your face. We have to carry so you can have a cup of coffee. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. Ligor. Inongat mo, ting. We just collecting information. We will produce a report, and everything that you said, suggested, like what you said about the difficulties, say, grant you independence, holy man, for how long? And the suggestion by Poga is relationship in perpetuity. And then you get up and you talk. You get up now, land issue. You'll narpala issue the police, court system. They're not up to where, other, like maybe other provinces have. So it will take some time. That's when Sepuku suggests, let's go. We grant you, we approve independence for you, but you stay with us for as long as we can hold your hand until you become strong. Then we'll release you. Oh, we get back together.
Thank you. I think we are in the conclusion. The message is very, very clear. Chairman has already summarized. But at the conclusion of today's consultation, what I can say is Bougainville has a lot of experience. And it is from those experiences that you will design the new land laws, the mining laws, every other law. You've seen that experience. Papua New Guinea can learn from you. So the opportunities are enormous. Bottom line is good leadership. Leaderships make or break any country. So the process of voting, when I was public service minister, I said, make a small bureaucracy. Then they created the biggest bureaucracy that I've ever seen. Quite the opposite. So, learning from experience, we have to be smarter. The future can only be as good as the people and the leadership. But I think the message is very, very clear. We know how to do a report to the floor of Parliament. We will continue to consult, and if you have other brilliant ideas, please email them through the email address. Yeah, there's still opportunity still there. So please get the email address for those of you who have some good ideas. I will conclude by saying that for those of you who think that the Parliament should vote no, I will also call for you to give the committee strong reasons why Parliament should vote no. That call is still made. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes our consultation for today. Unless someone has any pressing issue to talk about, Nogata. Let me ask him, you me Logata listen up. Let me close one time better. You may pray. Papa God, I like to thank you, Lord. Covering of your presence, Lord, people are one throughout this day. You, God, you spirit. People are not looking you, people are not touching you. So people can look in you and them eyes of faith, people. So thank you long this time you start one them people during this time of consultation. People are better also more talk, only out in Pinis by now only record in Pinis. I got sample of meaning below you yet, Papa God. Because at the end of the day, Parliament by meet, and by vote, people I pray, Papa God, also am this vote, and by out him ting below you. People I pray also, let your will be done during the vote that Parliament takes on the issue, the referendum results. And them this Papa God, time people I brook, people I pray also am you yet by you. Continue look out and tell people, look out and walk about below people. You go now long, all one half people I stop long and now you yet by you stop one tell people all time. Now people I sing out him the celebrate and you Papa God inside look clean people name Lord Jesus, who sat me Savior, Lord, the Master below me people, and people all got one bell na talk. Thank you. Thank you.
We need a photo session.
Oh, a photo session. You play Ambasan, you me. Before you all go, don't go out.